Steam It. I've been having a lot of fun hanging out with you guys. It was awesome meeting everybody. And, I'm glad you all put up with me for this long. I hope 2019 we're going to have some more fun. I got actually pretty optimistic ideas about it, I suppose. It's certainly going to be better than 2018 for a lot of us. I'm sure of that. It's going to be some tumultuous times, man. I got the kids running around. It's a family house here, guys. So, yeah, and we're live too. I don't rehearse this too much, just in case anyone was wondering. But yeah, I just wanted to come on and say hello to everybody on Steam. And hopefully, everybody's going to be hanging out later tonight on MSP. Information War is still kicking. We're doing better than ever. We've been behind the scenes again because we did a lot of stuff, in person. We got our voices out there this past year. That was a first for us, and tons of work over there. It's been great, and just recently, because like I said, these are, IW. I love being a part of this group because some of the smartest people I've ever met. And when crisis hit, they just hit the books, man. We started recovering actually, and I think we're pulling ahead of things. And guys like Truth Force and Wake Up ND, they've been at this for a lot longer than guys like me. So it's amazing, having all that help getting through, and especially downturn, man, because guys like me aren't always the happiest types, So having friends around to let me know how things have been in the past and how things are going to go in the future has been huge on sticking with the site. And yeah, so 2018, I'll tell you, man, I learned a lot. And politics, especially, I learned a lot about everything, this which way and the other, man. World politics, especially, became a big thing for me. I hope you guys like what we did on that kind of stuff. And, man, I'll tell you, like, I'll be talking about it more in detail about what's going on with Trump and ending the wars in Afghanistan and Syria and how insane the reaction's been from both the left and the right. It makes me happy to be a libertarian, I can tell you that. Definitely not a bad time to be third party, I can honestly attest. So, it has been something else, though. I don't know what the future's going to bring. I really doubt we're going to see an impeachment anytime soon, guys. And like I always remind people too, I know this, Trump's going to be the major thing we talk about. He like eats air, his major existence. I'll tell you, it's what he's been doing forever. We're finding out all sorts of weird stuff about him, and we're going to find out even more horrible stuff over the next couple of years. But we'll see how it goes. I like the idea of ending war and trying to bring peace. I'm probably going to put a couple statistics onto this when I post it onto Steam. And these videos are great, but I hope you guys know we're over there mostly decentralized news, information war, and all sorts of stuff. And I mean, this year too, I met everybody over at Can Curate, and that's pretty awesome too. I'm hoping to get some gaming and other things going with them too, and I hope you guys check all this stuff out. Like, and writing is great and everything else like that, but these face to face, actually makes me feel like I'm part of the community. People get to know each other, I think, a little bit better when we can talk like this. And yeah, like I said, it really shows what kind of person you are when it's live. I've seen a whole lot of jump cuts and things like that for a reason. So, but like I said, we're gonna get into what's coming up next year on my last podcast later on MSP.com. So I hope everyone's hanging out there. We're gonna be doing another show from IW this Tuesday. I know we're taking a break because of the holidays, but as far as I know, I don't really know. New Year's Eve to me isn't much of a holiday. Maybe it's just because I'm a family man over here or whatever. But I'm not doing anything crazy. I did all my what do you call it? I guess you could call it partying over the holidays just to get through them myself. So thank God those are over. I'll tell you what. And yeah, we're gonna get back on to a lot what is going on in the world. And I'm gonna do a little more research on this, but I think Tommy Robinson was one of the bigger names that just got taken out on this censorship binge. And it's making it really hard for guys like me to not say terrible things about the left, because when does it gonna stop is my question. I really want to know at what point are they going to be satisfied. Like, I don't know if there is an end to the scapegoat finding when it comes to the censorship crowd. And I know it's not all the left, but I'll tell you what, name some right wingers that have been successfully censoring anybody or attacking freedom of speech in any way, and I'll go personally yell at them is what I'll do. That's all I can tell you. Because you just name some. I guess it could be out there. Maybe I'm just looking in the wrong places. But it seems like a left-wing problem. And, when you ban a guy like Tommy Robinson, I know you've probably seen me talk about these sort of one-on-one podcasts with him a lot because his story is an amazing one because he's been put in prison for speaking his mind and following news stories and just doing journalism, and people in America admired that. It was terrifying to a person like me. They admired the fact that this man was arrested and put in prison with a sham trial, right off of a public street outside of a public courthouse. This is really getting to be a weird war of words. It's gone beyond words, obviously, for a guy like Tommy Robinson. Now it's really about cutting everyone's paycheck off. And that's really sad. For a long time, I was trying to work out a better angle to get funding for what I do here. And at this point, you know, I'm just gonna be leaning on Steam. Like I said, I think like Canna Curate is starting to step up, paying out the broadcasters. IW has always done a good job of giving us stuff to do, like the curation work we do. You should check out Truth Force Curation Report. It's great. It makes you feel good that you've actually been able to do this. You're paying journalisms that, especially the ones that are under attack. And I'll tell you, like left or right, if you're actually on point, you're probably going to get demonetized or you're going to be attacked. I'll tell you, like my own YouTube channel, I don't know what in the world is going on there, but I can't upload anything without I get copyright strikes from Warren G. I'm not joking. His people have come after my Civilization streaming videos. Can anybody throw me a bone here? I looked at, it was like 8 copyright strikes against my last Civ 6 video. I'm just streaming video games, mind you, and it was like the strikes were for smokes 2 joints in the morning, and yeah, that must have been what was playing during the Renaissance period of my Civilization's development. It's just weird, these companies, the way they operate. So it's definitely a piranha pit out there, especially if you're doing any kind of content creation. What an insane thing. I guess unless, you're repeating the left-wing lines. And I mean, tell me I'm wrong, but I mean, most people on the left don't even really understand the NPC meme. It's not interesting to see left-wing content creators or writers for that matter. I mean, when I go and sit down, I know a bunch of social justice warriors wrote the new Star Wars. I know what I'm going to see before I see it. I know how the plot's going to develop. I know how the characters are going to develop. Like, they make the same movies over and over and over again. It's become ridiculous. Like, it's a religion. And people like me are blasphemous because I'm just pointing out the fact that it's a religion. Again, too, goes back to Tommy Robinson. He was criticizing religion, and he got arrested for it. Now we have moved past that. We're not even criticizing this religion. I'm at this point not. I'm just pointing out the fact that it is, and it's oppressive and it's weird, and I don't know. It goes against my values, guys. So I'm just not really sure where you stand on the censorship. But if you've watched this far into the video and you know me at all, you've known that that's basically what I've been doing. And it's a shame too because I'm sure we get problems because of just imagery and the words we use. We say the word war in the title of our videos. That's our tags, and we have some of that stuff. I have images of the blue helmets, cracking down on people in my videos. All those weird things they don't want you to know about, and it's pretty amazing that. I don't know. You can't get away with that. But if you're on the left and you're saying that same line over and over again, you can basically do whatever you want. And I don't know. I mean, this isn't a real. Obviously, if this is a true monetary thing, I probably would be, over there like, yes, Trump is evil because Orange Man bad and Wall bad. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I'm saying about talking to leftists. It's like, I already kind of know what you're going to say about all these issues. It's not as in, even with Republicans, it's sort of a mixed bag to some extent. You know what I mean? But we'll see how it goes, guys, in the next year. I mean, it's just going to get worse before it gets better. We'll see how the new platforms work out. I mean, they didn't just tank Subscribestar, on the PayPal end. They tanked it completely. Like, no new subscribers. The old subscribers were done. Whole web pages were taken down. My web page just ceases to be because of the restructuring of it. But we're going to pay attention to what's next. We're going to keep funding it. And, again, we we're gonna make sure people aren't getting yelled at for expressing their opinions. So that's what we're doing with our curation trail. If you're actually in on it, check us out. And yeah, I really appreciate you watching the video, guys. On my Steam post, I will put links to the radio show later tonight. And yeah, I hope to see everybody there. Again, thanks again for an awesome year. And 2019 is going to be a trip. So hope we hang out a lot more then.